Welcome to your weekly intuition forecast for June 22nd through the 28th, 2025. This week invites you to listen deeply. Not for answers, but for the subtle whispers of your soul guiding you forward. As the sun moves through nurturing Cancer and the moon travels from grounded Taurus to passionate Leo, energies shift, encouraging both reflection and action in their own time. Remember, this forecast is offered through the lens of your rising sign, the mask you wear as you meet the world. If you don't know your rising sign yet, feel free to use your sun sign as a compass. Knowing that the universe's messages reach you wherever you are, there's no need to fix, change, or rush anything. Simply receive these words as gentle nudges from the cosmos, affirmations for what already stirs inside you. Let your intuition be your guide this week and allow yourself to flow naturally with the rhythms of life. Welcome, Aries, to your sacred space for the week of June 22nd to June 28th. This is your time to slow down, to listen deeply, and to feel where your path is calling you. What you're about to hear is a reflection of the stars' quiet whispers, an affirmation of your inner knowing. Let it wash over you and illuminate the way forward. As this week begins, the sun shines freshly in Cancer, reminding you of where you truly belong, and what feelings deserve space within you. Meanwhile, the moon rests in Taurus, aligning your emotions with themes of stability and comfort. You may notice a pull inward, a desire to nurture the spaces and connections that matter most. This is a day for acknowledging the quiet strength and vulnerability, and accepting that strength doesn't always need to be announced. With Mercury and Venus also in nurturing, grounded signs, conversations and moments with loved ones carry a deeper resonance. Let yourself sink into those moments. Let the beauty of simplicity guide your heart. Monday, the moon enters Gemini, lighting up your communication and curiosity. This is a day where ideas can spark like tiny flames. Conversations may lead to moments of clarity you weren't expecting. You might feel called to write, to share, to speak openly about what's resting in your heart. Trust this call. Let words and thoughts move freely, and don't filter them too quickly. Sometimes, understanding arrives when we give ourselves permission to wander. With the moon still in Gemini and Mercury deepening its role in Cancer, feelings and thoughts may intertwine. You might notice moments where emotion guides the mind, and ideas arise from the heart. This is a beautiful space to acknowledge both truths, that what you feel and what you think can support one another, like threads woven into a strong, sacred cloth. Listen for whispers within, trust that this quiet voice knows where you're headed. Wednesday, the moon moves into Cancer, aligning with the sun and Mercury in this nurturing sign. It's a sacred alignment, a call to rest, to soften, and to nurture the spaces that sustain you. The skies ask you to slow down long enough to notice where your heart finds its home. What spaces, moments, or connections invite feelings of belonging? What ideas or emotions deserve space to fully bloom? This is your moment to sink into comfort and trust that this slower rhythm is part of your renewal. A shift arrives as the moon embraces the depth of Cancer, allowing old feelings to rise and reveal themselves. Meanwhile, Venus shines in Taurus, reminding you that beauty and abundance can flourish when tended patiently. This is a day for quiet revelations, moments when feelings long buried or ignored finally surface. Let them rise, and witness how acknowledging them can transform their weight into wisdom. By Friday, the moon enters bold and fiery Leo, lighting a spark within your heart. After a week of nurturing quiet and reflection, this shift arrives like a flame ignited in darkness. You may feel inspired to express yourself more openly, to step into moments of play, of joy, and of belonging. Let yourself dance with this energy. Let it illuminate what feels authentic and true. Let it guide you toward moments that make your heart race with belonging. As the moon shines through Leo, you're called to recognize your own light, to witness the ways in which you have shaped the world this week, and how it has shaped you. Meanwhile, the sun rests in nurturing Cancer, reminding you that strength is rooted in belonging, in accepting both the fierce and the soft within. Let this day be one of reflection. Let yourself honor the threads that have been woven throughout the week, and acknowledge the quiet beauty in knowing who you've become. Aries, this week is an invitation to slow down, to witness, to trust that every shift, every quiet moment, every spark of belonging is part of the path laid out for you. May this reading guide your heart and illuminate your way until we meet again. That concludes your reading for the week of June 22nd through June 28th, Aries. May it guide your heart and illuminate your path until we meet again. Welcome, Taurus, to your sacred space for the week of June 22nd through June 28th, 2025. This is your time to slow down, to listen deeply, and to witness the quiet beauty that is rising within and around you. Let these moments guide your heart and illuminate the path that unfolds. As this week begins, the moon rests in your sign, Taurus, joining hands with Venus, your ruling planet. Together, this alignment shines a soft light across the spaces where you find belonging and beauty. You may notice how deeply you feel connected to the textures, moments, and surroundings that ground you. Let this be a day of noticing, where belonging is found in the simplest moments, and beauty emerges naturally. Let yourself sink into the space, knowing it's a quiet reflection of your worth. Monday, the moon shifts into Gemini, lighting a space of curiosity and gentle conversation. You might find yourself reaching for words that matter, expressing feelings, ideas, or longings that have been resting just below the surface. Trust this shift. Let your voice carry the threads of your heart. Sometimes belonging arrives when we are brave enough to give it language. With the moon still in Gemini and Mercury in nurturing Cancer, the threads of thought and emotion weave closer together. You may notice moments where the heart guides the mind, reminding you that feelings can illuminate truths more clearly than thought alone. Let this be a day where your emotional intelligence shines, guiding conversations, ideas, and moments of belonging. Wednesday, the moon enters Cancer, aligning with the Sun and Mercury to deepen your connection to belonging. It's a day for reflection, a moment to acknowledge where you've felt safe, rooted, and seen. Let these quiet moments whisper their confirmations, that your belonging is real and earned, that you deserve spaces that hold you as sacred. Let the emotions that arise be a beacon of affirmation. With the moon still in Cancer and Venus resting in your sign, this day shines with quiet beauty. You may notice moments when belonging finds its voice, moments when connections deepen, or when spaces feel especially nurturing. Let this be a reminder that belonging is as much a state of being as it is a state of place. You carry it within you. Let it radiate outward. Friday, the moon enters Leo, igniting a quiet flame within. It's a shift from inward belonging to outward expression, a call to witness how your heart shines when it feels safe to be seen. Let this be a day where belonging finds its reflection in moments of joy, moments of sharing, moments where your inner light shines openly and beautifully. As the moon shines through Leo and the sun rests in nurturing Cancer, this day arrives like a gentle reminder that belonging is both a gift you offer and a gift you deserve to receive. Let this be a space where quiet reflection settles within. Let yourself acknowledge how far you've come this week, how deeply you've felt, how openly you've offered belonging to yourself and others. Taurus, this week is an invitation to witness belonging as it unfolds quietly, deeply, and naturally within and around you. To trust that every word spoken from the heart finds its place. That every quiet moment of belonging is a beacon, reminding you of who you are and where you are meant to be. That concludes your reading for the week of June 22nd through June 28th, Taurus. May this whisper guide your heart and illuminate your path until we meet again. Welcome, Gemini. This week opens a space for you to listen, not just to the world around you, but to the quieter voice within. Let these words wash over you as you simply receive what resonates and let the rest drift away. The moon begins in steady Taurus, inviting your mind, usually so quick and full of sparks, to soften and slow. There's something in the stillness that your heart needs right now. Perhaps a reminder that your thoughts don't always have to race forward. This is a day where you can feel your own grounding, where belonging arrives in the quiet between thoughts. Monday, the moon enters your sign, Gemini. There is a brightness, a lightness, like the world seems to lean in and listen as you speak, as you move. Let this be a day where you notice the power of your presence, the way your energy can shift a room. If you've been waiting for a sign that your words matter, this is it. Let your voice carry what's true. The moon remains in Gemini, and Mercury, your ruling planet, is moving gently through Cancer. This brings a sweetness to your communication, an emotional truth that others feel as much as hear. It's not about what sounds clever, it's about what feels real. Let your words flow from the heart. Let them be bridges that bring you closer to those you love. Wednesday, the moon enters Cancer, joining Mercury and the sun, inviting you deeper into your emotional world. Where yesterday was about expressing what you feel, today is about simply feeling it. Let this be a day where you let the tides of emotion wash through you without needing to name or explain them. Belonging begins when we allow our feelings to simply exist, without judgment. The moon's soft light continues in Cancer. There's a sense of shelter, of home, whether found in a place, a person, or within your own heart. You may notice small confirmations, a glance, a word, a moment where you know you belong. Let these quiet gifts be enough. Let them fill the spaces that felt empty. Friday, the moon steps into Leo, and your natural sparkle returns. The world feels brighter, more vibrant. This is a day to let yourself shine, not to impress, not to perform, but to simply be the light that you are. When you are true to your joy, others feel it, and belonging flows naturally. With the moon continuing in Leo and Mercury now in fiery Leo too, your voice and heart align in radiant expression. If you've been waiting for a moment to feel seen, this could be it. Let the warmth of this day remind you, you are worthy of being noticed, worthy of being heard, worthy of belonging just as you are. Gemini, this week invites you to soften into your own truth. To trust that your words are enough. To remember that belonging begins within and ripples outward with every true connection. That is your reading for June 22nd through June 28th. Let these reflections guide your heart until we meet again. Welcome, Cancer. This is a space for you to simply be. To listen, to feel, and to remember that belonging begins within the heart. Let these words settle where they may, and trust that what finds you is meant for you. With the sun now resting in your sign, its light shines upon you, upon the ways you feel, upon the ways you nurture and hold space for yourself and others. There is a soft warmth available when you slow down long enough to notice it. You may sense this as a quiet hum within your chest, a reminder that you are arriving home to yourself. The lunar shift through Taurus touches the part of you that finds comfort in the simple, the beautiful, the secure. It speaks to belonging, belonging to a space, belonging to a person, belonging to yourself. Whatever you notice rising within, trust that this is your heart finding its place. As the moon moves through Gemini, a current of emotion threads its way into your thoughts. There is a desire to give words to feelings, a sense that being heard can open the door to belonging. Let yourself whisper those thoughts, even if only to yourself. What you acknowledge inwardly can later find its voice in the world. With the moon aligning with Mercury and the sun in your sign, the heart shines clearly. You may feel moments of remembrance, moments that whisper, you belong just as you are. Let this wash through every space that feels tender. Let it settle where belonging felt out of reach. Then comes the shift towards Leo, a spark within the heart. Here, belonging is found in allowing the warmth of your light to be felt, allowing the world to witness the quiet beauty that rests in you. Let it rise naturally. Let this flame illuminate the spaces where belonging can grow. Through these moments, through these days, feelings arise as guides. You may notice moments of belonging blooming quietly when a thought lands deep, when a sound stirs the heart, when a glance confirms that you are seen. Let those moments be whispers from the universe that you are exactly where you are meant to be. The stars reflect a dance between emotion and thought, between belonging within and belonging with others. Let this week be a reminder that you can trust the rhythm of your heart. What arrives within you arrives for a reason, and what leaves is making space for what is truly meant to stay. Here and now, you are enough. Here and now, you belong to yourself, to the moments that hold you, and to the quiet beauty of a heart that knows its worth. That is your reading, Cancer. Let it rest within you, carry it as a quiet flame, and trust its warmth to guide you until we meet again. This is a week where your inner flame shines quietly but steadily, Leo. The skies whisper a reminder that your strength doesn't always have to roar, sometimes it shines brighter when it rests, centered and serene. With Mars entering Virgo early this week, your energy finds its way into precision, into noticing the details of your world. You may sense a call to focus, to adjust, to refine where your passion goes. This is not about doing more, but about doing with a sense of purpose, making every motion count. Let this shift settle deep within you. As the moon moves into your sign later in the week, your emotional landscape lights up. There's a warmth that you carry naturally, and as it shines, it can illuminate paths for yourself and those around you. This is a moment to notice where your heart feels expansive, where it feels seen, where it feels safe. With Venus still in Taurus, your connections crave sincerity and loyalty. Let this ground you, reminding you that beauty is found in moments that feel stable and true. The sparks you create now have the potential to linger long after this week has passed. Meanwhile, Jupiter and the Sun in Cancer invite reflection upon the space you call your own. What is being illuminated within those walls? What truths about belonging and nurturing are rising? Let yourself witness these threads as they weave through the days ahead. Trust that this is a chapter where your warmth shines as a beacon. Let it guide you inward, and watch as it draws the right moments, people, and opportunities closer. Leo, this week is a quiet reminder that your flame shines brightest when it is tended with care. Let it illuminate your path, and trust that this light knows the way. This is a week where precision and patience intertwine, Virgo. The moon moving from Taurus to Leo shines a soft light across the details you often notice first. It is as if the universe is reminding you that your meticulous nature is a gift, one that can shape not only your world, but the world of those around you. With Mars entering your sign early in the week, your energy finds its way into your hands, your thoughts, and your daily rituals. This is a time when every movement can carry intention. You may sense a quiet urgency rising within, a call to channel your strength towards aligning your life with a deeper sense of purpose. Let this motivate you, and trust that every step you take now has a resonance that goes far beyond the surface. As Venus lingers in Taurus, your connections feel grounded, rooted in moments of sincerity and reliability. Let yourself lean into those moments, conversations, gestures, or moments of stillness that feel like a safe harbor. These are moments that invite you to rest, to witness, and to accept. Meanwhile, the dance of Jupiter and the Sun in Cancer shines upon your connections with friends, allies, and those who walk alongside you. This is a chapter where belonging finds its voice. Let it guide you to spaces where you can give and receive openly, making room for trust and belonging to deepen naturally. Through this week, trust that your precision is a gift, and your quiet strength can illuminate moments that matter. Let this knowing walk with you every step, every breath. Virgo, this is your reading. Let it settle within you, reminding you that every quiet shift can open the door to a brighter, more aligned chapter. This is a week where the threads of balance you naturally weave through life can draw upon a deeper well of emotion, Libra. As the moon shifts from Taurus to Leo, your heart finds its rhythm in moments of belonging, moments where beauty and connection arise naturally. Let this quiet melody guide you. With Venus in Taurus, your ruling planet rests in a space that encourages depth and sincerity. You are called to nurture connections that matter, connections that feel like sacred threads weaving between souls. This is a chapter where trust grows in silence, where gestures, more than words, illuminate a path toward belonging. Meanwhile, the Sun and Jupiter in Cancer illuminate your public life, your role in the world. What shines forth is an invitation for you to walk fully in your grace, allowing the softness within to guide the strength you carry outward. Let yourself be seen, not as you imagine you should be, but as you truly are. In that truth, you invite belonging and belonging finds you. With Mars in Virgo, your quiet work shines. The details matter, every piece you place, every thought you shape. Let this be a reminder that mastery often arrives in moments that no one else sees. The satisfaction is yours to claim, reminding you that aligning your energy with your inner knowing is enough. Through this week, remember that your nature as a seeker of balance is a gift. You are aligning threads of belonging and beauty, threads that hold deep significance. Let this knowing rest within you as you move forward. Libra, this is your reading. Let it guide your heart and illuminate the spaces within and around you that long for grace and belonging. This week unfolds like a quiet whisper from deep within, Scorpio, a reminder that your greatest strength has always resided in the spaces where others fear to look. The moon moves from Taurus to Leo, brushing across the places where trust, belonging, and expression intersect in your heart. You're called to witness how loyalty and vulnerability can coexist, and how allowing both to flourish can deepen the richness of your connections. With Venus in Taurus, there is a soft glow upon your relationships. You're being invited to lean closer to moments of intimacy, moments that ask for sincerity, moments that ask for remembrance. The threads of trust you nurture now have a way of extending long into the future, weaving strength and resilience between you and those who matter. As the Sun and Jupiter illuminate Cancer, your intuitive senses deepen. You're offered glimpses of the path ahead, moments when your inner knowing shines brighter than any external noise. Let this guide you. Let this quiet knowing draw you closer to those spaces where emotional clarity rests. Meanwhile, Mars in Virgo encourages precision and focus. The details matter for you now, especially when aligning your inner drive with your deeper purpose. What you shape in silence, what you tend to with care, finds its form in ways that can carry long-lasting resonance. Through this week, you're invited to remember that intimacy and strength arise from the same root, trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the connections that matter, and trust in the moments when silence speaks louder than words. What you're nurturing now holds its value long after this chapter has passed. Scorpio, this is your reading. Let it guide the spaces within and around you where trust and belonging are ready to flourish. This week arrives like a soft whisper upon a wide-open horizon, Sagittarius, a reminder that even as you move forward, some moments call for stillness. The moon sways from Taurus to Leo, lighting the spaces where adventure meets belonging, and belonging finds its way into the heart of what truly inspires you. With the Sun and Jupiter in Cancer, the current shines upon your inner world. Here, emotional depth is not a weight to bear, but a wellspring from which to draw strength. You are invited to stand quietly at its edge and listen, for the truths you are seeking are not always announced with sound. Sometimes, they rise like mist in the moments you slow down enough to notice. Meanwhile, Mars in Virgo draws focus to precision. The details matter now. What you nurture with care and intention has a way of aligning with a larger purpose. Even in moments when your gaze is fixed upon the expansive future, it's the small gestures, the quiet offerings of discipline and heart, that build the bridge from where you stand to where you long to be. As Venus shines in Taurus, a sense of rootedness finds its way into your connections. The relationships that matter deepen when tended with sincerity. The trust you cultivate now, within yourself and with others, has a quiet yet profound way of reshaping the path ahead. Through this week, remember that the flame you carry doesn't diminish when embraced with stillness. It shines brighter when aligned with moments of reflection, when offered space to breathe. This is how you transform restlessness into clarity and hopeful visions into living truths. Sagittarius, this is your reading. Let it guide the spaces within and around you where trust, focus, and belonging long to flourish. This week unfolds as a quiet reminder, Capricorn, that strength doesn't always have to announce itself. Under the Sun and Jupiter in Cancer, a soft light shines upon the spaces within you that long for belonging that doesn't hinge upon effort or proof. It's an invitation to acknowledge that vulnerability can walk hand in hand with resilience. With the moon rising from Taurus into Leo, feelings deepen and shift throughout the week. What stirs within you is a desire for a foundation that can hold both warmth and strength, moments of playfulness and moments of purpose. Let yourself move with this tide, allowing emotion and instinct to guide where logic might otherwise dominate. Mars in Virgo reminds you that precision and patience can be sacred acts. The details you tend to now carry the threads of tomorrow's victories. What you shape quietly and with integrity has a way of growing beyond its edges, aligning itself with larger currents of time and opportunity. With Venus rooted in Taurus, there's a call to slow down and nurture connections that deepen trust. Let relationships evolve naturally, knowing that those who are meant to walk beside you recognize both your strength and your softness. These moments aren't distractions from your path, they are threads within it. Trust the voice that reminds you of your worth, even when the world spins quickly around you. Not every step needs to be firm to be sure. Not every moment needs to carry weight to matter. Sometimes it's in quiet reflection that a sense of belonging finds its shape. Capricorn, this is your reading. Let it walk with you as you create space for belonging, precision, and strength to flourish in the days ahead. This week arrives like a quiet whisper upon the air, Aquarius. Under the Sun and Jupiter in Cancer, the space within you stirs with a deep remembrance, a remembrance that belonging is not found by reaching outward, but by returning inward. It is in moments of stillness that you can witness the threads of belonging weaving themselves between heart and thought. With the moon rising from Taurus into Leo, feelings move like tides across the shore of your being. At first slow and rooted, then bold and expressive, reminding you that emotion can rise and fall within its own sacred timing. Let this shift guide you closer to moments where silence can hold as much meaning as words, where warmth can illuminate the spaces left by doubt. Mars in Virgo brings precision to your thoughts and strength to your discernment. It reminds you that every choice, every intention, is a seed, one that may find its way into the soil of the future. The path forward does not ask for haste. It asks for clarity, for precision born from sincerity. With Venus rooted in Taurus, connections deepen when tended with loyalty and patience. This is not a call to force belonging, but to recognize where belonging already rests quietly within your heart and in those who walk beside you. What feels solid now can deepen in its beauty over time. Trust the voice within that reminds you belonging is a state of being, not a race to achieve. Let stillness carry its weight upon you. Let belonging reveal itself as an inner knowing that shines brighter when embraced. Aquarius, this is your reading. Let it walk with you as you witness belonging arise within and around you in the days ahead. This week arrives like a quiet mist upon still waters, Pisces. Under the nurturing glow of the Sun and Jupiter in Cancer, your heart finds moments where memory and belonging intertwine, reminding you that belonging is born from a state of surrender. You have always felt the threads that connect worlds. This is a time to trust those threads and witness where they lead. With the moon gliding from Taurus to Leo, the pulse of emotion within you swells and wanes, like a wave upon a shore. What you feel is a reminder that feelings have their own tides, rising and falling with a sacred rhythm. Let this movement be a guide, drawing you closer to spaces where your heart can rest and your intuition can flourish. Mars in Virgo sharpens the edge of discernment in your relationships and decisions. This is not a call for haste or force. It is an invitation to slow down and observe the threads of trust and intention that weave themselves through every bond. Let precision be a whisper upon your heart, reminding you that clarity shines brighter when embraced with patience. With Venus resting in Taurus, beauty unfolds in moments of quiet intimacy and loyalty. What feels solid and rooted now can deepen into a profound sense of belonging. Let this remembrance carry you closer to those spaces, within and around you, that feel timeless and true. Trust that belonging is not a place to run toward. It is a state of remembrance, a quiet knowing that emerges when you surrender to the depth of your own heart. Let it wash over you. Let it guide your steps. Pisces, this is your reading. Let it walk with you as you witness belonging arise within and around you in the days ahead. Thank you for allowing this space to hold your energy and reflect on your path. Trust the subtle signs and feelings that arise over these next days. They're your soul's way of guiding you, quietly and powerfully. No action is required, only presence and awareness. May you move through this week with ease, clarity, and gentle confidence. Until next Sunday, know that you are seen, supported, and exactly where you need to be.